Hello, welcome back to another Outerplane video. So in this video, we're gonna continue with our progression guide series. It's gonna be day 5. Um, this is gonna be more of a conversation piece than a progression guide. Seeing that there were some issues that limited, the time that I was able to play on day 5. Some outside issues, um, with the recording and work and other drama. But I thought it a good time to, talk about some questions that I've been asked, discuss some things that I've been seeing in the community, and just overall talk about, progressing at your own pace. Um, so we're gonna go into, my progression, and then gonna chat for a little bit, and we're gonna end the video. So, progression wise, on chapter 7, just this is where like the quote unquote difficulty spike like really like kind of wraps up, and just hopping in this chapter, I started to notice my like damage like fall off significantly, so I need to go and of course farm up some gear so I can go ahead and push forward. It's not that I can't beat this stage. It's just I don't feel like I should have to put so much effort into killing this boss, when it should just be like a smooth transition to chapter 8. And I'll touch on like gear progression and stuff like that later on in this video. But this is where I'm at in the story. Uh, Chimera. Um, Unfortunately, I had to like farm on manual, and it's taking anywhere between 10 to 11 minutes. So the gear grind is a little slow. I could go back and just auto farm stage 9, but even there, you know, the drops I've been getting, the quality drops I've been getting haven't been good. I just would rather just um, get that higher percentage chance to get a 6 star at 10. So the gear grind, like I said, is just going relatively slowly right now, and that's okay. Like I said, this is more to show that you need to work at your own pace. So, uh, Tower 65 still. Not so much stuck here, as it is, like I said, another situation where it's a gear issue. Um, a lot of my gear is like still 4 star, other than a couple of speed sets that I have, and then the speed roll, and then the substats on those aren't the greatest, so I'm not getting like the greatest stat line. But I think I'll be able to probably knock this out in day 6, depending on how gear goes. But we'll see. Um, Bounty Hunter is still stage 9, as well as the Bandit Chase. Another, just again, like, this is a gear issue. Um, Losing the day really, kind of impeded the progress of the account. So, um, I wasn't able to beat these stages before because of, damage issues. I should have had the gear already to get through this, but, it's really a slow burn. Um, I know I still have like 6 days on the Eternal Banner, so really just kind of switched focus on like progressing, and started to go gather the resources that I needed to just push forward. Corridor still on 6. Um, like I said before, there's really no rush to do this. I'll show like my books and stuff like that later on. Like I have a pretty hefty stockpile of like skill books, skill manuals right now, so I'll be able to like skill up anybody as I need to. I'm more using this as a bank. Like when I start to run low on those resources, so I go in here, get hammers, get skill books real fast. I kind of feel like I've made a mistake in my main account by like rushing through these because that just gave like a false indication of like how the books were gonna work. But I'm kind of trying to rectify that decision in this account by going a little slower. Uh, now, PvP again. You guys know that PvP is not the focus of my account on this one. So just sitting at silver. I haven't even done. You can guys see I haven't done. I haven't do the. Haven't even done the 5 battles since the season reset. And you should at least be doing your memorial matches, which is a bad habit of mine, not coming in here and getting free ether and stuff like that. But if you're not focused on PvP, you should at least be coming in here and doing these so you can get your little ether income going, your tickets for the shop. I have at least been keeping up on my base, like my black market and stuff like that. Like I said, I'll show my resources off right here. So I'm just like kind of just stacking stuff up as I need it. Um, these are the books. This is the friendship items. Oh, my books. So sorry. So like I was saying about my books, like I have a hefty little stockpile of books here. So that's why I'm not like pressing uh Archdemon Ruins because I've just been kind of just saving up books. I don't have a lot of units right now that I want to skill up. So now we're gonna go in and look at the units, their progression. Uh, Gear progression on them is pretty much the same. Like I said, they've been rocking the same kind of gear that I've been showing off since I basically started this series. But I did push everybody to level 80, and I don't think I'm gonna break them through to 100 because I don't really need that. The experience jump from 80 to 100 is pretty high, and I could be like just stockpiling food um, instead of like pushing them to 100. And that's where I see like some people making a lot of mistakes. Like they try to like they're trying to level up too many units at once to 100 when they could be using that experience for other units that they may need in the future. But you when I say that, you should really never spread yourself too thin. Like you shouldn't have like see how I have Dolly at 20 and I see it all the time where people have like 16 or 17 units and they're all at you know random different levels. And you should really just if you don't know what to do with your experience with food, you should just save it. Ask around, ask the community you belong to. Uh, Reddit's always available. Just don't feel like you need to just go in here and say, Fanon, I want to level her up. I think a lot of people just go in there and go, auto, use all your food. And then you don't have no food for your other people. Go in there, just take your time. Manually give them the experience that they need to get them to the level that you want them to be at. So, I did say I was going to talk about like issues that I've been seeing. I wouldn't say like issues that I get. I often get asked like, to judge like people's accounts, and that's, I mean, I understand why people do that, but you shouldn't. You should be happy with your own account. Like as long as you're getting the units you're getting you want, and you're making you're making progression, the progression that you want. You shouldn't be trying to compare yourselves to any other person. You shouldn't be. Their progress is not your progress. Everybody's going to progress at their own little pace, and that's what you guys should be doing. I feel like so many people are just stressing out because they see these insane builds and stuff like that. And this is a game of patience. You're just gonna have to be patient. You're gonna have to farm gear. Take your time. You're gonna get there. I see it in PvP a lot where people were they feel like since they level their character to 100, plus 10 all their gear, they just can't understand why they just can't climb in PvP. And you know, the people that are at the top of the leaderboards or in master and stuff like that, they've been working on their gear since the launch, and you're not going to get that level, that quality of gear by farming a couple of days. So don't get frustrated. I mean, work at your own pace. You shouldn't let that stress you out. Uh, Going back and just starting over fresh is an option, and it's an option I'm seeing a lot of people just take because they just feel like um, other people's accounts are better than theirs. You gotta be happy with your own account. Don't worry about what anyone else is doing. And I know it's kind of contradictory since I'm like making a guide, but it's just my own personal feelings. Um, so I think I'm just gonna be closing now, because like I said, there wasn't a lot of progress on the account. Uh, but I do want to try to push further in the next day. So be looking forward to that. And I think I'm gonna close right now because I kind of feel like I'm rambling. Uh, if this is informative, uh, thank you. Thank you for all the support that you guys have been giving me. The questions have been rolling in. If you guys want me to do like specific floor guides or boss guides, you just need to ask, and if I have time, I can try to knock them out for you. Um, but other than that, I think we're gonna wrap it up, and I'll see you guys on the next video.